Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can create a profitable print-on-demand business. Now, the very first thing that we are going to do is find a place where we can actually sell our products. In my opinion, by far the best place to do this is Etsy. So let's go ahead and set up an Etsy account. So all you need to do is go over to Etsy right here. You can also access Etsy using the link in the description, and it's going to take you over to this page right here. Then all we need to do is click on sign in and then register. And in here, you can register for your account. So enter in an email address, a first name and a password, or you can just sign in with Google. Then once you have created your Etsy account, to actually become a seller on Etsy, we want to go up to the profile icon right here and then click sell on Etsy. Then from here, we can click get started, then go through, and you just want to fill out all of this information right here. Then we can click on start your shop. And we now need to choose a shop name. Now, you do not want to spend a long time on this and spend hours and hours coming up with a name. We just want something short, snappy, and effective. The best website that I have found for this is this website right here, namelix.com. Once again, I will leave a link in the description. We can then select a name style. So I always just leave this as auto. Then we can get access to everything. For the randomness, I will go for medium. And then brand name, we just want to enter something in here. So I'm literally going to say Etsy seller, and then we can click on generate. And then you can see we are going to get all of these different options right here, like Godcraft, Daisy Made, Purse Pixie, Handmade Heaven, Lovely Loom, and some of these are absolutely awesome. So let's see if Lovely Loom is available. That's a fantastic name. Okay, so it looks like this is already taken. We can have some suggestions right here. So we could go like Lovely Loom Goods. We could have like it shortened, but I want to choose a different one. So I just went with this one, Take My Handmade. I think it's a fantastic play on words. So we can see it right there. Enter in the name, and then we can click save and continue. And then in here, we now need to create a listing. So this is where we need to set up our first listing. So let's go ahead and create our listing right now. So the way that we are going to do this is we don't want to reinvent the wheel. We want to go back over to Etsy. And then in here at this search bar, we are going to search up kind of like a niche or something that we might be interested in. So I could go for like cat t-shirt, and then we can see all of these different options right here for cat t-shirts that we can create. Now, if you're struggling for ideas, like what would I even type into the search bar, then I recommend using this tool right here called ChatGPT. It's completely free. And once again, I will leave a link in the description. But in here, we can literally say, create me 100 niche ideas for my Etsy t-shirt store. Now, this doesn't have to be t-shirts. You can enter anything in here. But then we have video game inspired designs. So we could go over here and type in like video game t-shirt. And then these are going to pop up right here. So we now have some designs that we can get inspiration from. Very important that we don't copy here. We just get some inspiration. And ones that I would say to avoid is these ones that are copyright. So Super Mario Bros. I'm not going to use that because that's copyright. We have Pokemon there. Don't use any of these. But what we can do is use some of these and get inspiration. So this one's very cool. We can see it's like a t-shirt, and then we have a Game Boy in the top corner. So to actually create our design, you want to go over to this website called Canva. Now, once again, I will leave a link in the description. And what I would recommend doing is getting access to Canva Pro. Using that link, you can get a 30-day free trial. And then all we are going to do is click on create a design. And then for the custom size, we want to make this quite big. So we want to go 2000 by 2000. Then we can click create a new design. And in here, I'm going to keep this nice and simple. I just want to get inspiration from this. So all we have to do is go to Elements, and instead of a Game Boy, I'm going to have a Nintendo DS. So I'll type in Nintendo DS, and then we can see it pops up right here. Now look at this. This is the exact same thing that we can see right here. So this is probably how that other person created the design, but this looks fantastic. Like, this is beautiful. This is not a Nintendo DS, but I still want this on a shirt. So once you have your element right here, what you can also do is combine elements to make something like this. So we can have a remote control in the middle, and then we would just go to text and start typing certain things out. We can change the text color and choose from any of these right here. But for now, I'm just going to save this design with a transparent background. And just like that, that is now saved. So once you have your design, we then want to go over to this website right here called Printify. And once again, use the link in the description. You can get a nice little bonus here on Printify. So once you are on Printify and you have created your account, we can then go over here and start designing a product. So we can go to the catalog. I'm just going to create a simple t-shirt. Let's go for this one. And then all we have to do is drag our design in just like this. And then I'm going to resize it just to be in the top corner right here. So about there is perfect. Maybe make this a little bit bigger, just like that. And then once that is added in, you can do the front and the back. We want to click on Save Product. And then in here, we can choose a mockup. So we can choose from any of these options right here. However, what I would recommend is it doesn't really matter for these because we need to create good mockups. Mockups are super important and they literally dictate how many sales you will get. So these are super important, but Printify doesn't give the best mockups. So I'm just going to stick with this. Then we can go down here, create a title, add in a product description. And then down here, we want to choose the pricing for each of these designs. So in this example, I'm just going to set this to $19.99 for each of these. And then right at the bottom here, it says we need to connect a store. So before we do that, just save this as a draft. And then we want to click back in. From here, scroll to the bottom and connect a store. Then we want to go to connect right here under my new store and go for Etsy. And then in here, we can go down and just grant this access to our store. So just like that, we have now connected up Printify to Etsy. So we want to go back to my product, find the product that we just created. And then in here, we now have everything set up. So all we have to do is click on publish. And just like that, we have now published this. So we want to go back to my products right here. And once this is published, what we can now do is we now want to create a mockup for this. So the mockup is what we are actually going to add in here to Etsy. And to get this mockup, you want to go to this website called Placeit. Now, once again, I will leave a link in the description to Placeit. And in order to get good mockups, you do have to pay, I think it's like $9 per month. Let's have a look. $9.99 per month. And you can get unlimited mockups for this. So I know a lot of you guys do want to do this for free, but if you want the best results, if you actually want to make money, then $10 is super cheap to be able to do this. So we want to go back to Placeit. And in here, we just want to type in like t-shirt. If this is a t-shirt, type in t-shirt mockup. If you are creating a mug, type in mug mockup. So I'm going to go for a t-shirt mockup, just like this. And then you can see all of these different t-shirt mockups are going to show up. And then what we can do is click on any of these and upload our design to get a real mockup of a person wearing this. So we can click design, upload this right here. And then we can upload the design. So we just want to make this smaller. Put it in the top corner where this is actually going to be, just like that. Then we can click on crop. And then all we have to do now is click on download to download this mockup. Then we can go back over to Etsy, set this as a physical item, select who made this. So category, we will say t-shirts. Then we can go through, what is this? A finished product. When did you make it? Made to order. Then we can click save and continue. Then in here, we want to add a title, what this is. Add some photos and videos, a description, fill out the rest of this information right down here, and then we can click save and continue to add this item to the store. And then the final thing that we need to do is actually create a logo and a banner for our Etsy store. Once again, this is very simple, and the way that we do this is on Canva. So we want to go over to Canva, then go create a design. And in here, we first of all want to create a logo. So select the logo. And then in here, you can choose a logo template. So mine is more clothing. So I'm just going to type clothing into here. And then we can see all of these different clothing brands that are going to pop up. So we have like streetwear. This doesn't really fit my brand, but we can go down here and choose whatever we like. So I could go for this one, for example, and then you can enter your name in right here. So I will select G-Force North. Then, of course, we want to make this a little bit smaller. So we can spread this the whole way and then make it smaller just like this. Fit this in. And then at the bottom here, I'm going to say clothing. So just like that, you can create a logo right here, then share, download with a transparent background, and that's how you can create your logo. And then the second thing that we need to do is create a banner. So once again, on Etsy, we can go create a design. And then in here, we want to search for Etsy. And then we have Etsy shop cover. So click into this. And right here, we can see the banner. So we have some default templates over on this left-hand side. And I always like to use these. So we can click into this. Actually, this is furniture. This isn't clothing. So let's try clothing instead. Clothing. And then you can choose from any of these. So we can click on this. And I will just change this to say GeForce clothing, just like that. And then all we have to do, maybe change this as well to say whatever. And then we can share this at the top, go to download this, and then of course upload this to Etsy. So just like that, that is how you can set up your entire Etsy account, as well as finding and creating beautiful and winning designs. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.